Hey everybody, welcome back to Nerd Word. I'm Josh and this is Earl.
How you doing?
And we are once again back in the amazing America's Heroes here in Killeen, Texas. Don't forget to stop by to get your Rebirth #1 one-shots here on Wednesday, or any of your other Rebirth titles. And for this episode, we are going to be talking about CW DC Universe, the Arrowverse as it's now called. The Flash season finale left some interesting tastes in our mouth, so me and Earl are gonna tell you guys our top 10 reasons why 2017 CW DC Universe is going to be a bit of a mess. So, Earl, what's your #1?
Barry going back in time, saving his mother, should alter the entire universe, including Starling City.
Yeah.
But apparently it's not. I guess they don't want to confuse fans that are watching Arrow, or even have to put the writers working that closely together to make sure everything happens. I think a lot more of the astute fans are going to figure out that while one's happening on Flash, it should be happening in the other.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to cause some issues.
So yeah, my #1 was basically what Earl said, but I'll elaborate a bit more. Yes, it won't affect the Arrow TV show, and it won't affect Legends of Tomorrow, which is kind of sad that the writers and producers don't want to work that close together, don't want to make these shows that cohesive to each other, because if one thing affects one show, it really does have to affect everything else in the universe, because it is one universe now.
Bringing in the whole Flashpoint, or the change of time on Flash, and as seen in the last episode of Arrow season 4, the last episode, the team is fragmented. They're pretty much left with Ollie and Felicity, which, if I had my choice, it would just be Ollie. Not a fan of Felicity. But I heard that Lester Holt, who will be playing, who's the Mr. Miracle character.
Mr. Terrific.
Mr. Terrific, I'm sorry.
Mr.
It's all running together.
Something else.
But he's supposed to become more of a main character. And I think that's going to be really good for people jumping into the series. It'll just flow from one to the other. But all the fans of Diggle, Thea, and the other characters, they might have to wait around a little bit longer than they normally would.
Yeah.
And see how it goes on. I think it's going to be a rough year for Arrow.
Yeah. The Flash Season 3 will have the Flashpoint Paradox, which means Barry will have to go and get his powers all over again. I mean, he already lost his powers in Season 2. That whole thing with Kevin Smith directing that episode of the Runaway Dinosaur, they could have saved that episode for a later episode in Season 3, because I thought that was a pretty good episode. He's a pretty good director. But I just don't think we should have to see him getting his powers a second time.
There's too much time travel. Time travel is a lot harder to explain than saying, okay, there was 52 different worlds out there, and we're traveling to that one. That's easy to comprehend.
Yeah.
But if you have something time-wise where, say, Barry goes to the past, saves his mother, timeline changes. Well, say Barry realizes that he went back in time, changed it, made a mistake. Then he goes back in time to when he tried to change it, and stops himself, repairing the timeline, and everything goes back to normal. You're just starting to confuse the fans.
Yeah, and
it's like Terminator all over again.
Yeah, Terminator Genesis too.
Yeah.
It also helps solidate the fact that there are these Time Reapers in Season 2 of The Flash. They come to any speedster that's messing with time, so they will probably be a big part of Season 3 as well. And really, time travel in The Flash show has really gotten to that point of it's their go-to way of fixing everything. They did it in the Arrow Flash crossover for this last year, where with Vandal Savage. I mean, okay, yeah,
It would be awesome. Barry goes back in time to save his mom, and the time wraith comes out, and they don't kill Barry; they kill his dad.
that would be interesting.
So Barry actually caused his own father's death.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Supergirl will be coming to the CW universe. Supergirl is going to be moving from their LA headquarters to Vancouver in Canada. So she's going to be in she's going to have her own series. Season 2 is going to be on the CW, which means they are going to be introducing Superman into the universe. They have confirmed they will be introducing Superman. Will that mean Smallville is CW canon? Will it be in the Arrowverse? Will it be another world? Will it be another Earth 4, Earth 5? Will that mean they'll bring the Clark Kent, the Superman from Smallville, back into the CW universe? Possibly. We already know that he didn't land a job that he wanted for another thing, so they could probably bring him back. But it will be confusing because in Smallville we got our version of Oliver, we got our version of Wally West, which was kind of very disappointing. They were all too flashy. They were more teenagers than anything.
There is a way around that.
Oh, okay, come on.
You could say that in the universe Supergirl was in, she was the one sent out instead of Kal-El. And you could say that the Superman that's there is not actually from that universe, but he's there from the Smallville universe. Because if you remember the last episode, he basically pushed Apocalypse back into space. There's nothing to say that later, a year or two later, maybe even a few years later, he disappeared.
Went to another world.
And went to another world. You know, fighting maybe Darkseid. Maybe Darkseid's Omega Beams sent him to the Supergirl universe at a different time. Because remember, they sent Batman back in time in Final Crisis.
Yeah.
So maybe they would send Superman back in time in another universe, and he just proclaims, "I am Superman." Maybe she was supposed to be the last survivor of Krypton, except now all these other Kryptonians are there. No relative is there.
Interesting. That could be interesting.
And that could open up the multiverse.
Yeah.
Because then you have another Earth. And I'd really like to see Legend Tomorrow start exploring, instead of time, different Earths.
I would really like to see that too. That they could do that with Superman as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see that, something like that.
Every year since Flash has been on and Arrow's been on simultaneously, we've had a crossover. Mm-hmm. I don't see it happening this year with Flashpoint.
Oh, they've said they're still doing a 4-way crossover.
Really?
They're doing a huge 4-way crossover with Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl.
Oh.
It's already been confirmed.
That sounds like a big mess already.
Oh, yeah.
All right, that's it. The 4-way crossover.
Hey,
That should be a big mess.
The fact that Oliver is the mayor is both a good and bad thing. The good thing about it is that it's more or less gives us comic book fans the assertiveness that we wanted. We wanted Oliver to be mayor. We got him as mayor. The bad part about it is he's going to be more Batman than he ever was before. He's going to have to stay going out at night as the Arrow. As Green Arrow. He won't be able to go around in the daytime because he has his mayor job. We'll have basically a 2-parter in every episode. Oliver as mayor and a Green Arrow at night.
Right. And it's amazing, he actually got elected even with all the things in his past, being a womanizer, being accused of being the vigilante, what his mother did, and everything. If it were to ever get out, the guy's Green Arrow, it's just not going to work.
Oh, man. And they did that in the Brightest Day series.
Yeah.
And that just ruined him.
It didn't work.
It ruined him. They banished him from Star City.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
That's been out for
Years.
years, so not really spoiler.
I think whenever they're going to start mixing the Earths, which, like you said, is that 4-way crossover this season, so you're going to be having a lot of interworld travel. It's going to make confusion for a lot of fans, particularly what order to watch the shows as they come out. If you're going to have a 4-way episode, you have to do them on the nights they're coming out. With the move to CW, I don't know what night Supergirl is going to be on. Probably Monday, because you have Monday with Supergirl, Tuesday with Flash, Wednesday with Arrow, and then Thursdays with Legends of Tomorrow. If they're going to do that, please put them out in that order, or do part 1 in Flash, part 2 in Arrow, part 3 in Legends of Tomorrow, and part 4 the following Monday on Supergirl. Or do Supergirl, Flash, Green Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow. Don't do, part 1 in Flash, part 2 in Legends of Tomorrow, part 3 in Supergirl, and then back to the next week in Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're just going to upset everybody, and you're going to confuse them. And then everyone's going to go online. It's going to have to be explained to them how you need to watch it. Don't binge watch those episodes. What I'm saying is, don't go through your season of Supergirl, then your season of Flash. Watch those episodes how you're supposed to.
On the night they come out.
On the night they come out, or if, like on Hulu, watch them the next day.
Yeah.
Watch them in order. Don't watch a season of Supergirl, then go, well, I wonder what the next part of this is going to be. Well, because it's in Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Don't watch the whole season of Flash and go, well, what is the next part? Because it's in Arrow. And then the last part will be in Legend tomorrow. So when those come out that 1 week, just watch all those that week.
Yeah.
Makes it a lot easier.
What's the relevance of Legends of Tomorrow now that Vandal Savage is dead? So, in the entire purpose of Legends of Tomorrow, the entire purpose of Season 1 was just tracking Vandal Savage down. I understood the plot. It was a very simple plot. Stop Vandal Savage from ruling the world, and they accomplished that in Season 1. Now, Season 2 is going to be coming out. It will probably introduce, it will most likely introduce the Justice Society of America. Hopefully we get to see it. Dr. Fate, we get to see Alan Scott, Green Lantern, we get to see Sandman, all those guys.
Yes.
Probably not, but still, we got, who was it, the Hour Match?
Rex
Hour
Tyler.
Man. We got to see him, introduction of Justice Society of America. Just do away with Legends of Tomorrow. Make a Justice Society of America TV show. That's what we all want. This first season, basically, Legends of Tomorrow was just a test run to see if a group series could work, if a Justice League type series could work. It works. It definitely works. The budget is super high. They have a lot of visual effects, but it works.
And you already introduced a character from Earth 3 from the Justice Society.
Yeah, we already introduced them, so we can have a Justice Society of America TV show. It will work. It doesn't have to be Justice League. It doesn't have to have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, all those original JL members that we all know and love. We can have an OG Justice Society of America TV show. It can work. Do away with Legend of Tomorrow. Have them integrate into the Justice Society of America.
We're seeing Batman. We're seeing Wonder Woman. We're seeing Superman.
Yeah.
Let's see something new.
Yeah.
Give us a different Flash. We don't need a different Superman. We don't need a different Batman or Wonder Woman. Give us Liberty Bell. Give us Our Man.
Yeah.
Give us, I'll take an
Give
alternate
us
version of
Spectre.
Hawkman. Spectre.
Yeah.
Dr. Fate, like you said. I would love Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
I mean, he worked in Smallville.
He worked in. We only saw his helmet in the CBS Constantine or NBC Constantine.
Yeah.
Which was pretty cool. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. But hopefully they'll bring back Constantine. I want to see a TV show of Constantine again, or Justice League Dark.
Yeah.
I heard that the next DC animated movie is going to be a Justice League Dark movie.
That might create interest in it.
Yeah, it'll definitely be more magical, more dark magic if they do a Justice League Dark TV show. It'd be pretty cool.
Be awesome for Zatanna to say everything backwards. People are like, what's she saying?
Yeah, I had to, in the comic, when I saw that in the comics, I had to go to a mirror where I could read some words backwards, like, oh, she's saying away. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. But yeah, so that's our view on the 2017 run of the CW DC Universe. That's what we think will happen, why it will be kind of messy this next year. So if you guys have any comments, if you guys have any other thoughts for the new seasons of the CW DC Universe, let us know in the comments down below. This was a bit of a longer episode, but still, it's CW Universe. We have to address every minuscule problem that they are running into right now.
We have to speculate.
Because they are running into a lot of problems now.
They are.
Alright, so that'll be it for this episode. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought, what you guys want to see from us next. So, until next time, I'm Josh, that's Earl, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye!